Good afternoon, everybody. I want to resolve the burning question of why a negative times a negative equals a plus. Okay. And some people don't care. Some people are willing just to take that at face value, but there is a fairly sound, relatively simple geometric reason. So let's get busy on this. Now, what I'm going to do right here is just try to draw a state line. I want to draw a number line for y'all. So let me see what kind of luck I can. All right, y'all, I'm trying to draw a straight line, and this is supposed to be the real number line. Okay, now we'll just locate 0 right here as the middle point. You guys are familiar with this is a real number line with 0 being in the middle. Now I'm going to arbitrarily pick a number 3 units over, so I'll do 1, 2, 3. So there's 3, folks. Again, I could have picked 4, 1, whatever, a fraction if we wanted. Now, what do we mean by -3? So let's off to the right here. Let's write down -3. All right. Again, this may seem super simple, but it kind of solves a problem. So -3 literally is defined to be a reflection about 0. So we'll count over here. There's -3. Okay. So that is literally what we mean by what is referred to sometimes as the additive inverse. They're both the same distance from the origin, but they offset each other to get 0, which geometrically, you know, it tells you why -3 plus 3 is equal to 0. Okay. Now, so fair enough on that. Now let's that's just literally almost like the definition of what we mean by an additive inverse on the number line. Okay. Now let's go a step further here. Now, you know where I'm going here. Let's say I'm trying to draw that as straight as possible. I'm trying to use the interface here, folks. All right, folks. Now, so we'll draw another number line and locate 0 in the middle here. Now, so now the question might be asked, what do we mean by -4? Now, if you prefer the added readability of putting the parentheses there, be my guest. Okay. Now, y'all, right over here, we started with +3, which is located right here. The minus sign literally meant to put it on the other side. Okay. Well, now here we're going to start with -4. Okay. So -4, I'm labeling or scaling this out for you guys. -4 right there. So what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Minus a -4 means to reflect this position 4 units to the right over here, to the right of 0. So we'll be at 4, right? So it's just a matter of what side of 0 you're on. If we started to the left of 0, minus a -4 is, of course, equal to 4. And y'all, that solves the problem in terms of why is negative times negative equal to a plus? Well, there you go. It's very straightforward. I've heard it, you know, philosophers or people that care about this sometimes will say a negative times a negative equals a plus. The reason for this we need not discuss. Well, now we've discussed it, all right? And now you know. Now, so in general, folks, you can make this general statement right here. Minus a minus x is always equal to x. Okay, for any choice of x. Now here, technically, x would be positive if you wanted to. It really doesn't make any difference, so you don't even have to say that actually. Now, y'all, a couple of corollaries from this result that a negative times a negative equals to a plus is, let me come right down here, is if you have any number, and y'all, I'm just going to go ahead and use this NEG for negative. If you have negative raised to even power, okay, that will be equal to positive, right? Equals to positive. Because you see, that's just a double reflection, which is going to put you back in the same position right now. I don't want to bore you, but I think that's pretty clear. So a negative raised to any even power has to be positive because the minus signs offset each other in pairs. Like, for example, -2 raised to the 4th power would be -2 times -2 times -2 times -2, which is 16, because the minus signs offset each other in pairs. Okay. Now, right here, if you have negative raised to an odd power, as you may have surmised, again, this isn't very deep, but it's kind of neat to know why, in my humble opinion. If you have a negative number raised to an odd power, then there will always be one minus left. All right, there will always be one minus. The minus signs will offset in pairs to produce positive, but there will always be a negative left. So this is always going to be equal to negative, right? Okay. Again, not very deep, but just tiny little things help you build a little bit. An example right here would be -2 raised to the 5th power. Well, -2 times -2 is 4, and then again would be 16, but then there would be a -2 left, which would make it -32, right? So, y'all, there you go. That's it. I just wanted to. I like to do little tiny videos like this just to solve tiny problems. Till next time.